Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, it's the one and only Jackson Ave here bringing you the last call update for WWE 2K19. What we have right here on the screen is Jackson Ave, myself, and this is pretty much a street attire. I know for those of you that are unaware, on Twitter I have stated that I will focus more on Jackson Ave in 2K19, and pretty much this is it. This is me focusing on Jackson Ave. This is a street attire and it's nothing too special, you know. I just added, you know, little things here and there, but the thing that took the most time is the sneakers. Figuring out the logo, figuring out how to map it on the sneakers, that is the stuff that took the longest. Right here is just, you know, a regular street attire, nothing added, no new designs, no logos, no nothing. It's just, you know, something regular. And, you know, this is the entrance attire. This pretty much was, you know, one of those attires where, you know, I show up somewhere not expecting to fight and just wound up getting put in a match, you know. It's nothing too special. Shouts out to the dude on Twitter who made me that logo. I have to find out his Twitter name so I can, you know, add that down there. He made me that logo. It's all right, but it's not one of those, you know, main logos that I will use all the time. This attire right here is an indie attire. I wanted to have like a difference. I wanted to have indie attires and I wanted to have mainstream attires. This right here is pretty much just like an altered Adidas tracksuit attire with you know, Leo Rush's boots. Somebody made like a current version of Leo Rush's boots, and I just decided to take those boots and just customize it for myself, put the Brooklyn on it, whatever. This is the entrance attire. I'm so upset that 2K20 does not have the hat and the hoodie, because Leo Rush has not been included in 2K20 and they just took everything of his out, which is crappy. This attire right here is pretty much a homage to hip-hop. You know, I'm a big hip-hop head, and you know, I put some of the greats on there like Eminem, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Big Pun, you know. And then of course you got the New York City. You know, I found that picture on Google and it was dope, so I was like, let me incorporate that into my attire. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too special, you know. Yeah, that would be considered a mainstream attire. This right here would be like a mainstream attire, but obviously it's a homage to one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, which is Edge. I just decided to take his, you know, attire and just incorporate it into track pants and a whole, you know, tribute attire to Edge. You know, this is the entrance attire. I just put the jacket on. I put an Edge t-shirt on under it, and I just put a jacket on. I mean, the jacket on. This actual character has, like, you know, a part of Edge's entrance, and he has the spear that Edge does. Only on this tribute attire you'll see some of Edge's moves on here. Like, Edge is one of my favorites. I always loved the camo attire that Edge had, and I just wanted to recreate that. The logo on the sides is 100% recreated to mimic Edge's logo, and so is the logo on the boots. I got one arm with my logo and the other arm with Edge's logo, just, you know, just to pay homage to Edge. And you know, I'm extremely ecstatic that Edge was able to come back. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this attire. There's not that much, you know, thought put into this. I just looked at Edge's attire and I was like, well, let me recreate that. And that's exactly what I did. You know, I had to put on the Edge t-shirt, aka sleeveless hoodie, you know, just to, I guess, compliment Edge or whatever for his addition to my entertainment. Right here is Insanity, my alter ego, the stalker character Insanity. This attire was never supposed to be filled with a whole bunch of craziness. I could never really think of anything to come up with for the jacket. The boots and the pants and everything else is supposed to be plain. But you know, when it comes down to the jacket and whatnot, I just didn't have an idea. This attire right here is pretty much after I get outed out as to who I am. The first attire was like a mystery. This attire right here is pretty much who I am when I get figured out. Everybody finds out that it's Jackson Ave, and you know, that doesn't automatically take me out of the gimmick. I'm still a part of the gimmick. You know, I just wanted to do something that other African American characters wasn't doing. Right here is the recreation of Sinisic, the 7 deadly sins. I know the face paint doesn't look that cool, but I googled 7 deadly sins logos, and every part of his face paint is a different logo for one of the 7 deadly sins. He has a whole 7 deadly sins gimmick. Pretty much when he goes after someone, you know, he puts up on the screen the 7 deadly sins, and they all, you know, flip through, and it stops on the whatever sin that that opponent is responsible for. And it would have been dope if I was still doing a TV a show or whatever. This right here is just pretty much a color swap. You know, the it's nothing too thing. It's nothing too big. He's like a combination of Aleister Black and Finn Balor. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of my favorite characters, even though it's not that much to him. He's just one of my favorite characters because I love him. The next character is Twisted. You know, Twisted been the same for the past 3 years, I guess. You know, I feel like when it comes to this Twisted, the only thing that really changes is the ink or the body paint. Sometimes it corrupts his whole body, sometimes it don't. It's just whatever, you know. The jacket, hat, everything, entrance attire, everything is the same. Again, he's not a clown. I gotta state that every time I show him. He's not a clown. He's a ringleader. But this attire right here is the first time we ever seen Twisted outside of the gimmick. This would be like what was Twisted before he became the ringleader, before he became what he is today. And he was always a weird guy, always into, you know, like dark stuff. Again, there's nothing too much to this attire. I just wanted to make a version of Twisted that is, you know, before. Like if I was to make a version of him before the makeup, before the gimmick, this is what Twisted looks like. Next, we have Tyler York. Tyler York, his attire, completely based off of 1-2-3 Kid's attire. X-Pac, 1-2-3 Kid, whatever you want to call him, but it's specifically based off the 1-2-3 Kid attire, down to the colorway and everything about it. Even the logo itself, it's a Tyler York logo, but it's definitely based off of the 1-2-3 Kid logo that he had on the side of his tights, where it has a gradient effect from yellow to red. Yeah, I looked at the attire, I was like, yo, that's dope. This is one of the attires that I made recently. I think it's the last attire that I made on 19. I just wanted to do something different, and I wanted to use the same logos and see what I can come up with. And this is pretty much just one of those messing around attires. It's not nothing serious. It came out looking dope. It came out looking cool. You know, it's different. However, I got another person in those shorts, and it's just one of those bonus attires. It's not really meant to be taken seriously. I wanted to use a logo for one of my friends on Twitter. He makes ESW, and I just wanted to show him some respect and just putting the ESW shirt on him, just to, you know, just to shout them out or whatever. But that is about it. Stay tuned for channel update that is coming soon. Stay tuned for that and watch it. I'm out.